Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about group number 23, vocabulary. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So elusive, pronounced the same way as elusive with an E, means metaphorical or symbolic to refer to something in kind of a figurative rather than a literal way. Astute means canny or shrewd or smart, having kind of a discerning eye. Commence means for something to begin. So, for example, a commencement speech kicks off an event. Convalescent means recovery or related to recovery. So there's something called a convalescent home. That's where people go to recover. To curb, obviously, what's on the side of the street, but at the same time, when it's used as a verb, it means to limit or to check or to reduce the amount of. For example, maybe some people need to curb bad behavior. To decry something means to denounce it or to criticize it, basically to express your displeasure with something. Duress means force, so if you have to do something under duress, you're being forced or coerced by somebody to accomplish whatever that is. Think about like torture in like the military, for example. To evoke means to call out or to bring about, or like, for example, evoke a response means to like bring about a response. It can also be used in combination with like gods to evoke a god. It's like you're calling on the god. To fawn over somebody means to be kind of obsequious or sycophantic. You're always sucking up to them. You're excessively expressing your love for that person. To fret means to worry. You know, if you fret about something, you're worrying about something. Maybe some of you are fretting about your GRE. Glib means very well spoken, but the words have no substance. So, like, think about like a politician, for example. Politicians tend to be very glib. Headstrong means stubborn, like you're not open to change, like a headstrong horse, you know, cannot be tamed or domesticated. Intermittent means not regular, not exhibiting a pattern, sporadic, it's happening only sometimes. Ire means anger, so if you draw somebody's ire, you've angered them, you've made them irritated. Languid means having no energy, kind of sitting around like lackadaisical or lazy, like kind of lounging on the couch. All right, let's go ahead and scroll down to the other 15. Lull can mean like a break. So if you have a lull in something, that's like a break or a respite. But you can also lull somebody into something. So that's kind of like when you lower their guard and make them kind of attracted to that thing. Mettlesome means brave. So if somebody exhibits a lot of mettle, they're very brave or courageous. To mollify means to reduce like a bad feeling. So if somebody gets mollified, it's like they're assuaged or placated. We have a lot of words that kind of mean that same thing. To neutralize something means to counteract it or to cancel it. In the case of like an assassin, it can mean to kill. So it has a lot of different meanings. Nonplussed means very confused, like bewildered. Maybe some questions on the GRE make you feel nonplussed. That would be a good example. Precipitous has a couple of meanings. So one meaning is sudden, like something happens very quickly without warning, but it can also mean steep. So if you're describing like a mountain and it has a precipitous cliff face, that means it's very steep. Pretentious means, you know, kind of affecting an air of superiority or feeling like you're better than other people, or it's very showy, like you're trying to show off. Profound has a couple of meanings. It can mean having deep insight. So if somebody has a profound knowledge, they're kind of wise and smart. But it could also just mean big, like a profound amount of something, like a large amount. To propagate something means to continue it, to kind of maintain it or to spread it. Recourse is like another option or an alternative. You might have heard the phrase, we have no recourse. That kind of means we're running out of options. We don't know what to do. To refute something means to disprove it or to show that it's wrong, hopefully with some kind of sound evidence. To regress means to go backwards. So it's not uncommon for some GRE scores to regress as you're trying to develop better techniques and strategies. Try not to panic if that happens. A repercussion is a consequence, typically a negative one. So every action has repercussions. Repercussions usually are going to be something, you know, like I said, negative, not positive. To replenish something means to resupply it. So for example, if you deplete your money and you replenish it, that's a good thing. You now have money again. And then finally, vigilant means very watchful. Do you guys remember when we used to watch Game of Thrones? Think about the Night's Watch. They had to be very vigilant to watch out for the, the cold people in the north.